Aemeath is a sword user and a main DPS who scales with attack. She can switch between a human and mecha forms using her skill. Both forms share the same moveset, but feature different animations. She can be played in two different ways, by changing her mode directly from the skill tree. Resonant mode, Tune Break Rapture or Fusion Burst. The animations are identical in both modes, but the damage values and effects differ. In short, Fusion mode excels in area of effect damage thanks to Fusion Burst explosions. Rapture mode performs better against bosses and high HP enemies, and the outro skill increases team damage and changes depending on the selected mode. But to play her, let's start with the rotation. Aemeath's kit revolves around dealing damage until she generates the 4 stars above the Forte circuit called Resonance, allowing her to use her second liberation. But how do we proceed? Since she's our main DPS, she usually enters the field after the supports, so we start with her intro skill, which replaces the first 2 basic attacks, and immediately transitions into basic 3 and basic 4 of the human form. This fills the first part of the Forte circuit, called Synchronization. From here we can already activate the Liberation, which switches her into Mecha form. If used within 50 seconds of the intro, the Liberation grants 2 resonance instead of 1. Now we need 2 more resonance. Using the Forte, the switch between the 2 forms with the special animation, to charge it, we need only the final part of the basic attack chain, so we can use the basic attack immediately after the Liberation. This skips directly to basic 2, then basic 3 and basic 4. At this point, use the skill to consume part of the Forte, gain a resonance and return to human form. Repeat the same sequence, start directly from basic 2, basic 3 and basic 4. Use the skill to switch back to Mecha form, and now we have all the 4 resonance. Hold the basic attack to perform a special heavy attack, which charges the Forte to maximum and unlock the second Liberation. And now you can switch character. If we were interrupted during the basic combo, just start again with the basic attacks. For the weapons, obviously her best slot is her signature, Ever Bright All-Star, which provides crit rate, damage percent and additional buffs in both modes. A strong alternative is Emerald of Genesis, a standard 5-star weapon. If you don't have yet, you can temporarily use the 4-star Feather Edge from the Battle Pass or the free-to-play 4-star Lunar Cutter. For the Echo set, we use the 5-piece Trailblazing Star. For the cost for Echo, the best option is Sigillium, which provides a specific buff for her. And since she has a high base crit rate, we generally use crit damage here. For cost 3 echo, we run either 1 fusion damage and 1 attack percent, or 2 fusion damage pieces. For cost 1 echoes, we obviously use 2 attack percent pieces. For substats, with her signature standard weapon and their talents, we can reach 100% crit rate with 80% crit rate auto combat. The energy regen needed to always have Liberation is around 20%. After that, priorities goes to crit damage, attack percent and Liberation damage. Talent priorities: Liberation first, then Forte circuit, followed by basic attacks, skill and intro. And what about her teams? For Fusion mod, there is no currently second character that applies Fusion burst stacks. However, one slot will almost always be occupied by Chisa, who increases negative status damage and raises the maximum Fusion burst stacks from 10 to 13. For the remaining slot, you can use Linnea, Lupa, Changli or Sanhua. For Rapture mod, the best team currently is Linnea plus Mornia. You can replace Mornia with Shorekeeper, alternatively you can replace Linnea with Lupa, Changli or Sanhua. She can also be played in Mono Fusion team, but of course she will lose damage compared to the teams she designed for. To conclude, let's quickly talk about her sequences. The first one boosts heavy attack damage at the end of the rotation and reapplies stacks from both modes to the next enemy after it's defeated. The second increases the forte damage and provides unique buffs for both modes. The third sequence is a massive damage increases, it boosts liberation damage, allows Rupture and Fusion burst to apply even with the heavy attacks, and removes the character requirement for both modes. The fourth is a small damage increases, the fifth is a minor quality of life, and the sixth is one of the larger exponential damage increases in the entire game. And with that, you have everything you need to use her at her best. And now we can dive into the loop. Let me know what you think in the comment. Ciao!